Welcome, I am Magic Flying Potato and I'm playing some No Man's Sky. So what I'm going to try to accomplish here in these videos is I'm going to try to make new player, beginner player help guides for, again, the very new players getting into the game. I know the game is a couple years old, but there's always people buying the game, getting it new, and I know that there are tons of No Man's Sky beginner guides for 2020 and stuff like that, and I've looked at them, and a lot of them are made by players that have been playing since the game is been released, and they get so advanced or do things so quickly and don't really explain a lot that even if you're a new player, it's not helping you really. It's okay. They show you how to power level. They show you how to get all kinds of money real quick and stuff like that. But as a brand new player, this game does not have much of a help guide or tutorial to explain things. So that's what I'm going to try to do in these videos, is to try to create the basic player help guide within I'm going to try to keep them under 10 minutes. This one might go over because it's kind of the introduction to it. So that is my goal for making these videos. Just stay quick if you like the content, if you like what you see, or even if you don't. Well, if you do like, subscribe. If you like the videos, give a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. Leave a comment. You know, comments help. You know, constructive criticism. If I could speak right without my voice cracking and stumbling over my own words. Construction criticism always helps improve content. So yeah, if you see issues or if you have a question or anything, post it and I will get back to you. So we're going to go ahead and start this, and what we're going to do is I'm just going to explain this screen right here to you right now, because there is a lot that goes on this screen, and if you don't really know what you're looking at, then it is very confusing at first. The game is kind of very confusing at first anyways for a brand new player. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we'll start with the bottom right, and then we'll go to the bottom left, and then we'll work from there. Alright, so the bottom right, you'll see that is my current mission. That will change as things get updated. I will show you, I don't know if I'll show you in this video, but I'll show you where you could change your missions and everything like that, or see what's going on with your missions. Below that red icon is your inventory backpack. So right now, as you can see, mine is completely red, which means my inventory is full. I have no more room for inventory within my character. So that is one of the big things about the game is inventory at beginning levels is very limited, so you will definitely fill up your inventory a lot. So what we'll see next is when you hit the shift bar or the shift key, that is your running icon. So until it reaches the bottom of that, you can run. Thing to note is running does consume oxygen, so if oxygen is an issue on the planet, you will definitely start consuming up your suit's oxygen levels. Next one is spacebar, which is your little jetpack, and it depletes rather quickly, so keep an eye on that. So like if you're running and you want a jetpack, don't jetpack down something like this because you will take fall damage. Just a quick tidbit to start off with. Okay, so for gathering resources, we will look. We'll look at the top right. So that's gathering resources. Or we can look at the bottom left right now. So right there, you see that is your the planet's name, the current temperature, the amount of radiation, the amount of toxic levels. That is my suit's life support system. That was the heart with the bar to the right of it. So my life support system is at half. I think this this planet is pretty habitable, so I'm not really worried about oxygen running out right now. Yeah, there you go. I mean, it is depleting a little bit, but not a lot. And when bad weather hits, that will also come into effect right there. Like at night, this planet gets very cold, so above my life support bar, you will see the weather condition bar, and it will show like this. Again, I said this planet gets very cold, so it'll show like a snowflake or a frost symbol, and that bar will continue to degrade the longer I stay out in the elements. The way to avoid getting that down to zero is either by refilling it with the elements that you gather and put back in there, or getting into your ship, or finding a cave, or making a cave to get out of that weather. So we'll go ahead and use the mining beam. Look at the top right corner. So the bar going across the top is your heat level of your mining beam. It's as it gets closer to overheating, you'll see the color change from yellow to red, and then when it overheats, it will stop working and that will go down. Reason why you really need to pay attention to that is if you're attacking something, like there's these sentinels out here that you could attack, or the creatures. If you overheat, then you're not going to be able to continue your attack until your beam cools off. So that's something that you do need to keep in mind when using it. Best way to use it is kind of like just go like, it's like tap your button every now and then, let go of your button, and see how quickly it drops. Let go of my button, drops. Okay, so underneath that is, you see the 38% mining beam. That is how much energy I have left in that mining beam. And it also tells you what you're mining below that, the elements. Once you get your mining tool, right here, you see that you got the other, another indicator right there. So my mining tool is at 38%, which I'm gonna need to recharge it soon. And there's actually 4 different mining options. So you have mine, which, you know, you take away the earth, which helps when you are trying to, like up there is copper. When you're mining copper or any of those elements like that, you will need your mining tool. Hit your center mouse button down, create. This will actually let you manipulate land. So I want to build an arc right there. And that grid helps you kind of like keep it on the same plane or whatever. That's just there to help. You hit your R and T to change the size of that bubble. You can make it big, you can make it smaller. Again, click the center mouse, the mouse wheel, click it down, flatten it. So this kind of lets you flatten the terrain. If you're over in a very bumpy terrain and you want to flatten it out to build a base or something, it will let you flatten it down. Restore. So right here, I took that out. So let me go ahead and refill it. There you go. So now that hole is gone. And then click it once more and you're back into mining. And this is what I was talking about just a little while ago. So temperature outside, it's -62. My suit isn't really protecting me anymore, so it is cold. You can see the little frost icon. You can see that your face shield on the screen is starting to ice up. And the longer I'll stay out here, the more that will drop. I think I could last the night without going into my ship or anything like that. But this will actually let me show you, again, a little bit more advanced than just showing you the screen. But say you're out not near your ship and you can't find a mine or a cave. As you can see, I went down into this cave and I am no longer being affected by the cold. If you can see, my degrees have gone up. So it's not affecting me as much as if I was standing outside. Let me go back outside. You don't even have to go very far in. See, as soon as I come out, I'm there and it's starting to see it's dropping. Go a little ways in, and I'm pretty much safe from the elements. And that's with any storm. Alright, so with that, we will go ahead and go into the top left corner, which is when you engage in combat. That is your health, your shield bar, and your health level. And also, when you attack, so I'm going to attack this, don't want to attack those drones, or sentinels, because they will, right now they're passive because I do not have any want-it level on me, which again, let's go back to the top right. If you see the top right bar, there's 5 little kind of squares that are grayed out, but you see a little diamond in the middle, right below the switch alt mode underneath that mouse. If I attack one of these right now, that want-it level, I will get a box in there, a red box. And the higher you want it, you go from low, which is 1, all the way up to 5. And right now he is watching me. If I do any type of excavating or gathering resources or trying to break into this place, they will take notice. Where is that other one at? Okay, so I did kill another one earlier. So let me go ahead and just hit that guy. Now he's mad at me. You see that? He's scanning me. Alright, so right there, I quit all hostile action, so he went away. Hit him again. Now I'll continue to hit him. Okay, so there is my single bar, my single warning level. Then up at the top left, you'll see there's my shield lowering as he hits me. My health bars. Once my shield is gone, those health bars will start going down. You see the Sentinel searching. As long as I stay away from his sight, my want-it level will go away. And then they drop this ammo stuff, but I don't have any room. So that is what the top right side does. So when you're engaging combat, that's what you look for. Okay, top center is your compass. So right there, I'm facing north, facing south. They don't have the east-west. So this would be west, north, east, south. Also, there's other indicators on here. You can see that right there, that gray box, that is there's equipment laying out there. So that means that's in that direction. You can see the sentinels, which are the red triangles up there. The green is a building. That icon right there is this chest right here. And of course the ship. So if you're out away from your ship, you can always find your ship by looking up at that compass to find out where your ship is at. And it will change depending on your area that you're at. So depending on where you're at, it will be depending on what type of icons show up. Let's see. Let's do a quick scan of the area, which is a C. See if anything else shows up on that. I don't know if this will show up. No. So yeah, so when you do a quick scan, these type of icons will last temporary. Just kind of let you know where they're at. Dehydrogen, sodium, and all those are important for your guys' survival. Definitely at the start game. And I think for this episode, I could go into these screens right here. Let me go into these screens real quick. Just get all this over with. So this is your escape button. Let me jump into my spaceship real quick so I get out of the cold. All right, so hit your escape button. This is your name. This is how many This is your money. These are your nanites. This is another form of money. We'll start with the discoveries. This is the planet you're on. So I discovered this planet 3 days ago. And every planet that you discover, I mean, everybody that's playing the game, there are so many planets in this game. But this is planet. So if somebody else ever comes to this area and lands on this planet, they will see that I've discovered this planet. It will tell you the planet data, the weather. It does have sentinels, the level of them. They're just observant. Some are aggressive and different levels like that. The type of plants, the type of animals, the economy, which means it's got a medium supply of nano construction. Conflict level, I'm not sure. I'll have to find out what conflict level is. And these are the aliens that live there. That's their language. Here's the resources. As you can see, this planet is high sodium, pyrite, and copper, which is actually pretty good for starting out. Down here is the plants and discoveries. So if you see an arrow like that, that means you've scanned it, you discovered it, and you can upload it from here. Or if you're in space, you can do a mass upload of everything that you found on the planet. We can get into all the scanning stuff in another episode, but you know, if you upload your discovery, which shows you right there, it gives you nanites. It pays you for the discoveries. If you hit E, you'll go over to the minerals. If you hit E again, it will go over to the animal lives, the fauna that are on the planet, and these are all the ones that are still on that I don't know if I discovered all these. Yep, so I did discover all of them. Or those ones right there, not all. I don't think I discovered them all. Maybe I did. No, I did. See, right there, discovered 12 of 12. So yeah, it will tell you I got 13 discovered, and I still have all these to discover. And you do get extra awards and stuff for discovering all the stuff on the planet for plants, animals, and minerals. Let's see what is. And then waypoints. Again, where I'm sitting at right now is this right here. These planets have a different amount of sectors that you can discover, which I discovered one, and that's. Let me jump out of here real quick. When you're flying around and you see one of these places and you see one of these right here, if you run up to it, and this one, because I've already discovered it, says save. This is a save spot, but if I haven't discovered it yet, you go ahead and you click and hold, and you will discover it, and it will show up on the discovery thing. So right here, as you can see, look at whatever the crater number 7. I've discovered it. I discovered this one, and it shows that it looks like there's 4 more sectors that I could discover, and it shows you where you're at on the planet. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go over to the catalog, and this just shows everything, all the raw materials that you have discovered so far. You hold over it, tells you how much it's worth, what it's kind of used for, and things like that. If you push on it, it says locate the substance. So down at the bottom right, it does have it's like the mission bar. So as you see, it said I found it, so it took that mission away. I don't know how well that really helps you, but I mean, it doesn't really point out where to go to look for it. So again, craft it. These are items that I have crafted. Items that I still need to discover. Same with equipment. And again, if you just hover over it, it will tell you what it's for, and what the requirements are to make it down at the very bottom. And that's with everything on down. go over to the milestones, and this is just things that you've done in the game from the beginning. This is the languages and your standings with the different alien races, guilds. Okay, we'll go over to the log. Okay, so the log is, again, when I was saying, down at the bottom right corner of this screen, that's your current mission, and that's where you find this at. You will come up with secondary missions. So if you have a secondary mission that you want to follow instead of this one, just click on it and it will take you to the secondary mission. Or if you want to go back to your following your main mission, just go ahead and click on it and it will show you where you're at on the mission, and it will also again appear to the bottom right side of your screen. Guide, this is just your basic help guide. This is the help guide that the game gives you. So be sure when something is unlocked, just read it so you get familiar with what's going on. Like the combat here, defensive systems, it tells you that damage received on foot will deplete your shield first and then your health. And you could purchase plans for force fields and other things from merchants and stuff like that. So yeah, this is your help guide, and it updates as you discover new things. Option screen, so you know, general options, and all these buttons on this game you got to press and hold. Well, that one you didn't. You change your temperature to Fahrenheit. Auto torch, which is your flashlight. It's I have it automatically turned on whenever it gets dark. Hold to confirm. You can get rid of that by doing that, so you don't have to hold the button down all the time. Let's go back. Video option, graphic options, control options. This actually, if you click on this and click down here on remap controls, this will show you where your keyboard controls are set to. Foot, quick menu, flight controls, quick menu, ship, exocraft, your exocraft, the galactic map when you're in space, photo mode, base positioning, menus, and there you go. So that's where you can go in and see where those different keyboard controls are at, and you could also remap them if you want to. You save your data here, reload the last save, and of course your quit. This is where you quit the game, is in the options. Another quick thing is, before we're gonna finish up this video, is I guess two more things. Inventory real quick. You have 3 inventory slots. This is my backpack. Technology, which is it is a storage spot, but for technology only. So like this life support system, when you first start out, all of these are sitting in your regular backpack. What you need to do is you could just hit E, pick it up, and move it. Now, right here, there is only 4 slots, so I can't move it into there, but I moved all these other ones into that inventory, that technology inventory slot, which freed up 4 spaces in my backpack to carry more. Cargo, only two spots here, so not a whole lot to carry in cargo. You got to upgrade that later on during the game as you find the blueprints to upgrade. Your starship has, again, same kind of concept. You got your inventory slots. Again, depending on the size of the starship is the type of inventory slots. Technology, here's some technology right here. Same as your exosuit. You got slots to move these into, so when you first start out, all these are sitting in your general. Just hit E and drag them over and drop them into here. If you don't want something, or if you don't need it, you can go ahead and dismantle the technology, like for this rocket launcher. If I don't want it, I could dismantle it by hitting the center mouse button, holding it down. It'll give me 100 copper and 50 condensed carbon. So like I'd hold it down and it dismantled it and gave me that. And I could actually take this, hit E, move it over there, and it frees up another slot in my inventory. Multi-tool, this just holds the gear for the mining tool. So if it's like, if you have a mining beam or something sitting in here, and it will tell you what it's for. So like this is the survival suit power pack over here, mineral extractor, laser mining beam. It will tell you to move it to see the augmentation for multi-tool. It will tell you multi-tool, so take those and stick it into your multi-tool. In the tutorial at the beginning will show you to do that, and that will also free up slots in here. So those are your that's your basic navigation. So hopefully that helps you out, and hopefully I didn't confuse you. I know it was kind of jumped around. I tried not to, and I wanted to make this a little bit shorter, but I wanted to get just the basics covered first. So again, if you like this, let me know. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down if you didn't like it. And for future content, go ahead and subscribe. And once again, this is Magic Flying Potato doing some new player No Man's Sky help guides. And I am out.